Hello guys, welcome to my channel, Everybody Linux. This is Paolo as usual, and this is my new video about cat command. Cat command is a text processing utility in Linux, can be used in Linux, and let's say it's one of the most notorious and used text processing utility, along with AWK, for example, and other ones. What it does? Simply, it cuts the output, or better, the section from each line or of files, writing the result to standard output. So it's very simple, straightforward to use it. It works with lines, okay? It has some limitation though. We will see it later. And anyway, we can do many things. It's widely used in order to extract patterns or single characters from a line. I can do any examples. For example, you can cut a section or part of a line by position, byte, character, field. As an example, for example, using a delimiter. Guys, I always encourage you to check the man section of a file, of a command, and for example, man cat, or you can also do cat, as you know, help. For example, it's more or less the same, different formats, and that's it. So then we go through every of these parameter flag, more or less, not everyone, but most of them. So yeah, the most important and used one. So let's click here. Let's see the executable of this file, of this command, which cut, which is a command that show me the path to the executable of the command. In this case, cut, it says it is part of the USR being cut. So basically, it's in the USR for directory. That's the USR being. Let's see. Here there are the most, let's say, the most important command executable user in the USR bin. Also in the USR is bin for the super user. The one that need the super user and permission. So basically here we will find the cat executable. Anyway, this is just a curiosity. Here we go here. Okay, so as you see, it has green because everybody can use it. So that's important to know. You see, all of these commands have the green status. Okay, it's clear. Just was just an introduction. Let's go through the command. Let's go to my home folder. Let's load this directory where I have 3 files. Okay, where I will do some exercise with you. So let's start with the basic one, and let's say I show you first what I have in content file. In this file, I have a list of colors separated by a pipe. Okay, so I just prepared this file for you guys for seeing together how it works. If I do cat C1, for example, content, what will happen? Let's see. C stands for character, and 1 is the first. Simply print the first character of any line. In this case, we have only one line, so there's no problem. If you, let's say that I want to visit the cat, I want to print on the screen the content of the content tree file. This is something that I wrote before, just to make sense. So let's see that I want to use again. I want to show the first character. In this case, of course, I have more lines and it will print the first character. Here I have spaces, for example, and it prints space. So guys, important to remember that the space is a character. Remember always this in Linux. Space is a character. So I want to do other operation on this file, on this, let's say, flag with C. Let's say that I want to show first, let's print again on the screen the content of my first file. Let's say that I want to show the first to the fifth command, the sixth command of content. Yeah, let's see what happened. Very good, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The pipe is a command. You know, guys, you can also do another way. So you can say content. You can use content and the pipe, and then you can do your command. So this is the pipe. I didn't explain yet what are, but anyway, if you already know, the pipe is a way to send this output to the second and operate a second command on this output. So I display my cat content, and then on this output you will use this command. So it's basically a way to send the output of a command to a second on the right, so on this side. So in this case, cat C1, see, it will be applied on this result in this output. Anyway, just a curiosity, it can do the same like we were doing before. So we have the cat content over there display over there, so we can see from here. Yeah, let's see that I want to show you one thing. For example, let's say that I want to do like this time. Let's see what happens. So I do 6 minus content. What will happen? Let's see. No, let's remove this. Okay. Simply what is doing is removing simply the first 6. It will display from the 6th on. Okay, from the 6 characters on. So this is the 6th one, and all the rest will be displayed. Okay, so that's it. You can also print the cat, the C, and the 9th the 8th character. You can do many things, and it will be G because this is the first and this is the 8th. I don't want now to count it, but probably it will be this. Okay, easy. Okay, so this is very easy, no, guys? I want to show another thing. As I said, remember the space is always considered a command. As I said, I have another content file that is another file that is cat content 3. This one. If you do cat, for example, minus C1 4 content 3. Let's see what happened. Yeah, because basically exactly. So the space is always a character. So the first 1, 2, 3, 4. So the fourth is the M. Here I ask you to print the first, and the fourth. The 1 is the I is the first, space is the second, A is the third, and M is the fourth. So I M, because as usual, the space is a character. So important, very important. If I do instead cat and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, for example, it will display P, okay, but if you do 5 instead, I, because there is the M here, after the M, there is another space. This is the character that it counts as a character. So everything come back, everything is okay, match with the logic of this command. So this is another important thing. Let's go to the second part of this command. I want to speak about the flag D. Let's display the content2 file this time, this, and I want to show you one thing. So let's use the cat D. The D is the flag that stands for delimiter. So basically I want to show you I want to display on the screen only, for example, a field. Let's say that I want to display the second field. A field is basically we can tell to the system to consider this is a delimiter from one field to the other. So the second field in this case will be this. This is the third field because they are all separated by the delimiter. But we have to tell to the system what is the delimiter. We do like this. So cat D flag delimiter, open quotes, colon. Colon is the delimiter. And then we say which field you want to, which column or field, whatever you want to call it. Let's say that I want to 1, 2, 3, the fourth column. Okay, so content, of course, number 2 is my second file, and it's 2200. Yeah, that's it. Easy, guys, is it? You can also display more than one field. I don't know, 4, 5, and sorry, guys, I made a mistake. Okay, so this is the way of the right way, not repeating the F. So guys, this is very easy, and these things can be applied as well on the. So we have another file here, as I showed you before, and we can do the same thing instead of changing the delimiter. For example, let's clear. Cat content was the number 2, yeah, the second file that I have here. So I want to do cat with delimiters as well here. In this case, guys, the delimiter, it was the content, the first file, cat content, not the content we already did. This is my new file. I want to operate with the delimiter here as well. As you see, guys, you see that we have a pipe, okay? So in this case, the pipe is the delimiter. So I want to understand, to tell the system to understand that in this case we have this let's say delimiter. So we do pipe simply. In this case, the systems know that it's a pipe. Of course, for example, I can print the third field. In this case, is yellow. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you see 1, 2, 3. And we can do the same thing as before. Another thing, guys, let's see that I want to show you another way to use. This is very important. This is the give us all the limitation of this command. We can also use here as a separator, because you see, guys, every of this column of our LSL, our list, and my director has a space as a delimiter. You see, this is space. So we can actually try to use this. Why not? So we can do a pipe here. So let's LSL, and then we send this output on the right side, and we operate with the cat command, so to the LSL output. So let's do cat to the list, and we try to one. This is okay. We have to tell to the system that the space is a delimiter. So we do cat d1 space. Okay. F, let's say that I want to print the second column 1, this number, the second column of content. Let's see if it's working. Oh, sorry, content is not, because it's already is the list. We don't need to put content. So you see, guys, it's okay. This is the second field. Let's see another try. Okay, LSL. Because this is considered a column, so it's also considered this as a column, as a line. Sorry. So it takes everything. We can now. I don't want to introduce other commands. Let's see that I want to show you some limitation of this command. You know, for example, let's see that I want to print the fourth using separated by the space. So let's put the delimiter, and I want to tell to the system that the space is a delimiter. Let's print the 1, 2, 3, the third column, okay, the fourth column. Let's do the fourth. So I was expecting that it will display Paolo and I'm. This is the white, this the blank result. This is empty result because there's nothing here. Okay. So after 12 there's nothing, so it won't find any fourth field, so it will display as a blank line. And here we have Paolo or Linux, that is the fourth field. So we delimited with a space, because one space here, one space here, one space here, and one space here. Okay, so this is the fourth field after 1, 2, 3, 4 field. So it found the fourth field delimited by a space. But the limit is also this one that I show you. So, for example, after this, there's no anything. So it doesn't. You can't exclude the first line. But basically, you can do this. The only problem is that you have a lot of limitation. Another thing I want to show. So I want to show you another problem with this command. Let's see that we do another pipe. Okay, cat d. Again the space. Let's say that I want to. This is very tricky. This is give us all the limitation of this command. Let's see that I want to show you 1, 2, 3, 4. Another space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see that I want to show you the 5, the fifth one, and yeah, you know, guys, what happened here. I explain you. So, as I said, I gave as a space the delimiter is a space. So the system, what it does, it counts first space, second space, third space, fourth space. So this is the fifth field, the one that I want to show. Why didn't print? Simply because here there is another space. Okay, the space is considered the output here, the one that I want to tell to the system to display. I only gave him one space to count as a delimiter. So for him, the one space is a delimiter, and here the space left is the character to print. So nothing. So this is the big limitation of this command. There are other ways to display per column, but I don't want to speak about this because I will introduce another important command that is awk, and I don't want to speak now about it. So I want to go back to our cut, and I want to continue to explain about this. So guys, I explained you about the delimiter. I want to explain you also about the B. The B, so like a byte, stands for byte flag. So cut. Let's go back to our content. Okay, so this is my first file. I want to speak now about the B, so stands for byte. Okay, so the byte, I have to do this small introduction, very brief introduction. Most text files, guys, use ATUF8 encoding, which represents character using variable length byte sequence. So I want to be very clear. So basically, in UTF-8, ASCII characters like letters and digits. ASCII characters as the alphabet that more or less English language use. So this is standard, okay? In ASCII characters in UTF-8 are encoded as single bytes. Characters are single bytes, so that's 1 byte per character. So in this case, it's very simple. So if you do, for example, cut B1 content, what will happen? It will happen that it will print G like C, like it's the same way of C, okay? So, but remember, guys, that this works when we have English alphabet used in text. But if you have, for example, even in my language, originative language that is Italian, that has the accent, the E with the accent, this one is not considered one single byte, okay? So it considers multiple bytes. So if we say, for example, let's say that I want to use a word named cafe, and then I want to cut B1, we cut B1 4, for example. You see, cafe is not recognized because it's not part of the ASCII character. ASCII. So it's an Italian word. So the same problem is when you use other alphabet like Latin, like Arabic or Chinese or whatever. There are characters considered multi-byte. And so basically the AB option may split this character into separate bytes. Now in this case it didn't explain anything because probably it didn't have the chance to process in my system this kind of character. But anyway, I just want to show you the B character, more or less, if you're using the ASCII system, it works. If I use the letters that are present in the English alphabet, it's working. Okay, so if I want, for example, to use B1, 2, 5 for in the content that I have here in this file, for example, and I do cut B1 10, for example, content, it will work. It is simply show the same of the C. So it will count the single byte as a character, and it will work as the same way. Okay, so this is another curiosity I want to speak about the B. So remember always it is applied regularly if you are using the English alphabet, if it will apply that way. If you know, if you have another alphabet, you need another encoding, and you need to use UTF-8, UTF-16, because ASCII is limited to that, to the English one. So that's it. And let's speak about the other part. The fourth part is related to complement parameter. Complement parameter will print only the fields that are not selected with the F option. Okay, so this option is used along with the other flag F. Okay, I'll do some example. Let's see how to complement the selection. Okay, let's say, for example, that I have cat. I'm speaking about this content file with the green, red, yellow, that file. So, for example, let's see what happens now. If I do cat F13, then I put D, okay, with the flag as a delimiter, okay. I do complement, content is the name of the file that you know. Let's see what happens. Okay, so what simply is doing, this will only print all the fields except the field 1 and 3 is the opposite basically. So you have to reason in the opposite. Okay, so it simply has excluded the one, the first, and the third field. If I instead of put complement here, it will print the first and the third one. Okay, so it's completely the opposite way. It reasons in the opposite way. The logic is opposite. Another option I want to speak about, the last one, is the output delimiter. So, as I said, guys, before, let's go back to our, the content 2. I have put a delimiter, this is the column here, okay? So, instead, I want to, in this case, for example, if I do cat D, this, in this case, we have the column D, let's say the F5, 4, content 2, it will print it. If I do, for example, F4 and 5, content 2, it will do like this. Okay, so what happened in this case, guys? I have printed the file, the two results that I wanted to show, the two fields. Okay, so this is quite clear. Yeah. Instead, let's say that I don't want to create. I don't want that delimiter. Okay, so I prepare here another way to do it. So in this case, I have to done cat D, this one, the same up above. I already did it before when I was in break. So this is output delimiter, how you declare it. So you do output delimiter equal as star content 2. So in this case, it happened that, as you see, instead of printing the column, I replace it with my favorite. I don't know. I want to use whatever I want. I can use it also. I don't know. There is people who like, for example, simply this. Sorry. This, for example, this dash. You can put really everything you want, or simply the column, the semicolon. I don't know. Whatever the column. So you can use instead of the comma. So instead of the column, the comma. Everything you want, the plus sign or this. So you can use in place of column any character you wish. So this is up to you. Okay, so it's quite powerful, is it? So because in this case, you can specify your own delimiter, output delimiter. So it's very simple, guys, to be honest. It's quite straightforward. I like cat command. I enjoy to speak about this to you. Unfortunately, it has some limitation, as I said, but it's still good to use it. Use it if you can. It operates on the lines. It's quite interesting to know it. It will be useful when you work on it in Linux. And but this is my first, let's say, video about text processing utility. So whatever you needed to ask or you have something to clarify, just post a comment and we'll go through together. If I forgot to speak about something, just let me know and we can discuss here. Okay, so as I said, Linux is an open source community. What I love of this system is it's open to everyone. It's free. We can do. We can create. There are forums to speak about it. Everybody help each other. It's a community. Let's grow as a community. That's what I like of being, say, passionate of Linux. It's a really free community, and we can really help each other. If I forgot something, just let me know. So thanks for watching this video, guys, and we'll go through the next time to speak another important command in Linux. It won't be my next one, but it will be one of my next videos, the AWK command. It's very, very powerful text processing utility. So thank you for watching, and guys, and have a great day.